think nobody needed to hear my story. And then I realized that was the exact reason why I needed to tell my story. Hey y'all, if you're new here, I'm your girl Tack. Y'all, a little bit about me just before we dive in to, the channel and everything. A lot of people always, when I tell them that my name is Tack, that's not my real name, but that is a nickname that my great grandmother gave me. And she used to, so fun fact, y'all, she used to call me Shataka because my real name starts with an S. So she used to call me Shataka. And everyone in the family just shortened it for Tack. Everybody has been calling me that my whole life. So y'all get to be a part of the family now and call me Tack because mostly only my close friends call me Tack. Everybody else calls me by my real name. But that is just a little fun fact about me before we get into the channel. Um, I just recently started telling my story about a few months ago. Um, if you don't know, and if you don't follow me on certain socials, I deal with the condition called hidradenitis suppurativa, which is short for HS, and I'm still working on that word. Sometimes it can be a little difficult for me, but um, I just recently started telling my story, and I used to think, I don't need to tell my story. Nobody's going to benefit from hearing my story. And I really just like had to sit down and really just think like I know how I connect with people when I hear their story and I can relate to them. So I had to really sit with myself and say, okay, is this really me not wanting to tell my story, or is this fear of what people may say, how people may judge me, and things like that? So I really had to really sit with myself and see what was more important to me, my story possibly helping somebody, or me just living in fear of what people may say about me. So I decided to finally come out and tell my story. And if you don't know what HS is a skin condition to where you get painful bumps and boils in certain areas. So if you've ever dealt like with an abscess, things like that, that is just kind of what HS is. And it can be times 10 depending on your flare. So that is just a little bit about HS and what the channel will consist of. I will talk about my HS journey. You guys will see more of like my skincare routines of, because HS is a skin condition. You will see more of just how I deal with my skin on a day-to-day basis. So my hygiene routine, my facial routine, and you'll also just see how I manage my flares with eating clean. So I've always um, struggled with my relationship with food for majority of my life. I have tried different diets. I have tried different ways of eating and ways to lose weight and things like that. And some things have worked for me and some things haven't. And it's just really been a long journey around really finding out what works for me. And when I was diagnosed with HS, hidradenitis suppurativa, I really had to relearn my body all over again because certain things that I was eating, it would help me lose weight, but then certain things would cause me to have flares as well. So I was losing weight, doing all the things right, exercising, doing all those things, and in the midst of all that, still in pain with my condition. So I had to really learn what worked for me and what didn't work for me. And right now I'm on a journey of, since HS causes inflammation in the body, I have been on a journey of finding um, anti-inflammatory foods. So that is something that I am very big on right now. We went down the whole rabbit hole of what anti-inflammatory foods are and some of the things that are good for my body. And so far, so good. I have had really good results from changing my eating habits. And just like I tell my TikTok people, because I am over there daily, and they normally kind of go on a walk with me in the morning with me and Frankie. Frankie's my dog. So they're normally on a walk with us in the morning time. And just like I tell them over there, I am very transparent with them just because I am human and I have dealt with my relationship with food for a very, very long time. And I'm still working on my relationship with food. I am very transparent about when I'm not eating so healthy and when I have had something that is not so healthy. So I have learned to give myself grace, along this journey and along this process. But the main goal is for us, excuse me, is for us to eat clean. So just a few things about like anti-inflammatory. So since HS causes inflammation in the body, it just only made sense to me to focus on foods that didn't cause this inflammation in the body to reduce my flares. So I choose to eat anti-inflammatory foods as a way of managing my HS flares. So that is just one reason why I chose to. And I am along this journey since it's only been about a month or so, probably like 2 months. And since I've been on this journey of finding out what I really like and what all of the anti inflammatory foods consist of, I have found a lot of food options that I really still enjoy. And sometimes they, cut those cravings for like when I want to have something sweet. And I know that if I do have something sweet, that it will cause me a flare. So I am finding ways to um, find healthier options of sweets. Like right now, apples and peanut butter are my go to. That's always a quick little snack. Like sometimes after my workout, if I'm not making a smoothie, um, apples and peanut butter is my go-to right now. And right now, I love onions. Onions are a really big thing for me right now. So, and you'll see more things of probably meal ideas and things like that. And I've also decided to start my Patreon, which is Beyond the Flare. And the reason for that was because I wanted to build a community. I wanted to build a safe space for when I was diagnosed with my HS. Um, I wanted to build something that I needed in that moment, right? And I feel like we all need some type of community, no matter what we go through or the things that we go through. I feel like we all need that sense of togetherness. And I just wanted to create a safe space for people that don't just deal with HS, people that are looking to live a healthier lifestyle. Um, I chose to take a holistic approach to my diagnosis because as of right now, there's no cure for HS, but they do have FDA medications that are approved to treat your HS. So, for instance, like my dermatologist, I'll just only tell you what I know of and what I'm aware of what's out there. Um, my dermatologist recommended me to try Humana. And as of right now, I'm not doing that because, you take one medication to get rid of one thing and then there's another thing. So I just chose to really focus on what I put in my body and what I can control to help my condition. So those are the things that I am doing right now. And in my Patreon, we'll do more. We'll do more things. We'll probably meet a little more often than here on YouTube and things like that. We'll have meetings, just to check in, and especially with our mental health. Because when I was diagnosed, and I think when anybody's diagnosed with a chronic illness, mental health is very, very important. And I think sometimes us as people, we tend to not really see mental health as an illness. And I really um, wanted to just create a space and a safe space for where people can come and talk about if they're, what they're going through at the moment, if they're having a bad flare, things like that. So I just wanted to create that safe space in that safe haven for people who are dealing with HS or people that can relate to any that may not be dealing with HS. I just wanted to create that safe space for people to come and they can be seen, they can be heard, and like I tell the people on TikTok, no hating will be allowed, no body shaming, none of that. I always tell them we keep it P over here, okay? And we keep it positive, and that's what keeping it P is. We always keep it positive. But I love y'all dearly. I just wanted to give y'all just a little intro and to let you know of what's to come. And I really hope to see y'all soon. I love y'all. Bye.